One of my biggest passions was to develop Africa.
As I started to travel back home to Africa, visiting my grandparents and family members, I'm starting to realize that they're living in an area where there's no electricity, no running water. This is the same environment in which I was raised and grew up. And I come back 20 years later and it still looks the same. No change whatsoever. And one of the biggest issues that I saw was that Africans don't control their own resources. That was sad to me, because when you look at how much Africa does for the rest of the world and what it gets back in return, pulled, taken advantage of, and no one's listening. And it's gonna take the younger generation to be able to make that difference. So we decided to create a cryptocurrency called Akon. It's Africa's coin. It just sounds like Akon. So I felt that if we created something of a platform that created complete transparency, it will get rid of all the corruption, which will completely change and help the system of government, and it'll also empower all the young people. But the key is, it will create the unification and get rid of the divides.
So we wanted to be a part of the leading groups that came into Africa that provided electricity for the rural areas. You know, the rural areas for me was the main focus, because that's like the heartbeat of Africa. Majority of the population is in the rural areas, and those are the areas that don't have no electricity whatsoever. So we figured if we can get into those areas, it could be the beginning stages of creating Africa's future from an infrastructural standpoint. But the energy in that area had to happen. So you need street lights, you need basic electricity, you need home systems, and that's what we decided to come through and decide to offer. And from that, of course, other opportunities always come aboard. I want to be remembered for being someone that led the charge to creating Africa's future in a way to where, you know, the people more likely controlled it again, utilize their resources to their own benefit, and also more than anything, a place where it's going to be comfortable to live, safe to live, properly governed continent, and people who want to be a part of that lifestyle that Africa has to offer. You know, be able to travel and visit from all over the world, come to Africa without fear.